Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, did you see my community post of that the Archewell Foundation is in delinquent? That's all true. It's not, I don't have to say allegedly, it's public knowledge. And they have neglected to file the proper forms, and they cannot operate right now. So I'm wondering, what are they going to do with all those Nigerian prince inheritance bucks that they're coming home with? Anyways, I just want to, the first reading I did, and I will link that down below, said yes, there would be a spotlight on their taxes, on the way they filed things, and the government was going to be very strict with them, but they aren't going to end up in jail over it, and they'll kind of sort it all out. But it's just at the spotlight about how these two delinquents are delinquent. So I'm just going to ask the cards. Number one, whose fault was this? And number two, will this be the end of Archewell? Will this investigation go a little bit further? So I've developed a new outline. And I get a lot of criticism that I'm not a real tarot reader because I don't do Celtic Cross, and I don't do this layout, and I don't do that layout. And, there's no tarot police, people. And I do what's called intuitive tarot, meaning I create a story out of what my cards say. I read it as a book, as a sentence, as a story. That doesn't make me wrong. And I've never been one for the Celtic Cross per se. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just never spoken to me. Just as if, and there's a lot of people the Celtic Cross doesn't speak to. And even the directional tarot, meaning that each card has a specific reason, that has never appealed to me. I love the storytelling of the tarot, taking the symbology and trying to figure out what the tarot is trying to tell me versus what I'm telling the tarot to tell me. That being said, I've kind of taken this to heart because I do want to be a well-rounded tarot reader. I'm not closed-minded. I'm very open to learning and looking at different ways that people read tarot. And I think that makes me a better tarot reader. And I wish the people who criticize me because they think the Celtic Cross or, laid out reading is the be all and end all, I wish they would take the opportunity to try and do it my way as well. And then I think we all become better tarot readers when we're more rounded that way. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you a layout I've been working with called the cross spread. And how it's going to work is I'll explain it as we go along. And I'm probably going to have to back up the camera quite a bit to get it all in. All right, so I'm going to ask what is going to be the ultimate outcome of this Archewell problem. And it's the Attorney General of California. This is a big deal, guys. This isn't, Sally on the other end of the IRS helpline giving you trouble. This is the Attorney General shut down, basically. They cannot operate until those forms are in the Attorney General's hands. And the IRS. There's forms there that they need from the IRS. And I thought they paid all these big CEOs and everything, all these big bucks to make sure all this stuff was done. Right? Anyways. Okay. So let's get started. What will be the final outcome of this Archewell fiasco? Will we see the end of Archewell as a charity? And we'll, because of this fiasco. Cards are ready. So the first card I'm going to put is the underlying, and that goes in the middle, 8 of Cups. So right away we know something is missing. They are going to walk away from something. Something is going to be walked away from. So now I'm going to do this X. I'm going to pull 2 cards, and they will be the energies behind the main idea. And then I'm going to pull 2 more cards, and these will be the energies that are leaving the main idea. Then I'm going to pull 2 more cards, And these are hopes and thoughts about the main idea, about the main question, I guess, rather than idea. And then I'm going to put two cards for the real outcome. So these are the hopes of what the outcome is going to be like, and then this is the real outcome of what's going to happen. And then I'll leave the deck to the side if we need clarifiers. So the energies behind the main idea. Wow, Four of Cups in reverse. Apathy, regrets. This actually would tell us there's some things that have been left undone. 75% of what they need is done. They're missing 25% of the pot. And isn't that interesting? Pot. There's a Freudian slip. 25% was not completed properly, and now they're having big regrets about it. Maybe they thought they were above the law, or they were just apathetic, lazy about it. But definitely they are missing some of the forms. So, the energies behind the main question is Harry. This might have a lot to do with Harry's visa application. So maybe they are waiting on some of that information for his taxes to then apply to that. But I thought Archewell was a charity, its own entity. We own our own business, and our business is a separate entity from us. It has nothing to do whether I'm feeling like it or not, or what my status is. But anyways, they are definitely going to blame Harry for a lot of this, or something to do with Harry, or maybe they're waiting for papers from the UK, from Harry's taxes or something, but there's something to do with Harry. And that, again, we go back to the Eight of Cups. Upright, I'm getting that a lot from Harry, about Harry just walking away from all, just throwing his hands up in the air and going, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. And also Eight of Cups is something that's missing. You're off to find something that's missing from your life. The Hermit in reverse can also be somebody who's not very smart. The Hermit upright is actually the sage, somebody, and you cannot become a sage until you have the wisdom of a lifetime of experience behind your knowledge. It's not just intellectual knowledge, it's the wisdom behind it. And this is showing that either somebody they hired as the CEO or the accountant, or somebody just wasn't up to the task. So maybe they went really cheap, got a free intern kind of thing, and now they're really regretting that. They're paying the price. So what's the energies leaving this whole Archewell accounting fiasco? Two of Cups. Oh, an agreement. Someone's going to be fired over this. And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I think, look at all the cups. This is very emotional to them, extremely emotional to them. We got lots of emotions. Interesting, these two up here in reverse and these two up here are upright. I think these two thought they were invincible. So you have to remember, this is what's leaving. So what's leaving? An agreement, an offer between two people. And Two of Cups doesn't always have to be romance. It can be a business agreement, a partnership, that kind of thing. It's just two people that are in agreement. And this offer is actually going to be rescinded. So is this a CEO getting fired? Is this an accountant getting fired? What does this have to do with Harry? What does this have to do with Harry? And are they regretting who they got their accounting done? Are they regretting something about their accounting with this Archewell? About, maybe this knight in shining armor came, I'm going to, make sure your accounting's all done. I'm going to make sure Archewell is this and Archewell is that. And now they're really regretting. I think we might see Harry step back from this. This may be some kind of start to the end of his titles, meaning that royals always have a certain amount of exposure to this kind of thing, and so they keep it really tight, and they don't want any royals involved in any kind of mishandling of charities and whatnot. And that might be why they take their time to assign a royal to a patronage and whatnot. And this might also be with this leaving. This might be, Harry might have to step back from this to maintain his titles. This might be a case, especially with the Eight of Cups here. This might be a case of Harry having to step back and take his name off of this for whatever reason. So now we go to this part of the X and hopes and thoughts about the main question. So this is the hopes and thoughts about art, like, oh, we hope this can deal quickly, or I hope this is settled quickly. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh yeah, Knight of Wands. Here's Rachel or Megan, and the Three of Swords, the betrayal. You know what? Their hopes is that Harry's blamed for it, and Megan's going to come off scot-free here with the betrayal. No, this wasn't Megan at all, right? Three of Swords in reverse is the end of betrayal, or the heartbreak healing, in that she can look at this, how this is lining up here, how she can say, yeah, you know what, this wasn't me. And remember, everybody knows that I have told the cards that Megan is the Knight of Wands. The Wicked Witch of the West is the Knight of Wands. She's not a queen. Also based, I showed you on ancient tarot, that the Knight of Wands, when you go by your birthday, that's what your card is. Now, this Three of Swords in reverse, there's three people involved here. So there's Harry, look at this, Harry and Megan. Megan is, it's not me. It's not me. I have nothing to do with it. And of course, the CEO, or whoever the accountant is, or whoever the person who is responsible to file the papers. So this is Megan's hopes that everyone can see it's not her, that she was betrayed. She was betrayed. She didn't betray anybody. She was betrayed. So, but what's the real outcome? So that's the hopes of the outcome, that Megan gets off scot-free, that no one's going to blame Megan, that this isn't going to touch Megan at all. This isn't going to touch Megan at all. And it's also going to be all over very quickly. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here's the papers. Now we can put the money in from the Nigerian prince inheritance into our Archewell. All right. Also, you think about it, if Archewell is frozen, how are they going to pay for all that stuff in Nigeria if they haven't paid for it yet? Ask you that. All right, so here's the real outcome. The real outcome, Seven of Cups in reverse and Eight of Swords in reverse. It's going to stick around for a while. There's going to be lots of gaslighting. There's going to be lots of blaming going on. There's going to be people who are going to be exonerated. Like, I'm going to say that I bet Rachel will be exonerated somehow with this Eight of Swords in reverse. And there's going to just be lots of confusion, lots of gaslighting, lots of finger pointing. I'm thinking that it's all going to fall on Harry's hands, because didn't they hire somebody from the UK to do all of this? And, they don't know really what papers to file and whatnot. And I think we're going to see, interesting, this Eight of Swords has a nice big full moon, and I think we're going to see some kind of truths are going to be exposed. I think there's going to be some truths that are exposed that they may not want to be exposed, like really detailed expenses and income and expenses and where those expenses are going to. I'm going to ask the cards, are there going to be any further investigations? Yeah, something's going to come to light here. Something is, you don't want to be the star when you are under investigation. You don't want to be the sun, and you don't want to be the star. You want to be hidden. I think there is going to be some things that are exposed here. And I think that we are going to be, we're going to see they're a little bit in dire straits. We're going to see a lot about their budget. We're going to see that they are in kind of trouble here with the Four of Pentacles, that they're drowning in debt, that they have very little left. I think that this star could even be the investigator. Oh boy, Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I think we might see the end of Archewell. or some kind of ending here. When I did the original reading, is she going to go to jail for it? I said, no, absolutely not. I don't think she's going to go to jail, but we're going to see some kind of ending here. Let's just quickly ask the cards. Let's just do a 7-card spread. Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity? Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity after this investigation? Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity after this investigation? Are they going to shut down upright positive, reversals negative? Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity after this investigation? Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity after this investigation? Are they going to shut down Archewell Charity after this investigation? Upright positive, reversals negative. Cards are ready. Ooh, the Tower in reverse. 10 of Wands upright. 3 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Swords upright. Queen of Wands upright. Social justice warrior, burning the place down. And King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you know what? There's a really good chance it's going to be shut down. There might be a female investigator into this. Knight of Cups upright. Yeah, truth is going to come out about this charity. And there's going to be a little bit of, I don't know if Charles is going to step in and shut it down, or tell Harry, you cannot be part of this. He's going to wield his legal sword and say, you cannot be part of it. This is a big burden on the royal family with your title. There's going to be some kind of offer, but yes, it's a soft yes. And I think there's going to be a female investigator. And what I like about this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is very loyal. They have a lot of integrity. They're entrepreneurial, so she's going to understand business quite a bit. You always want a Queen of Wands on your side. You don't want a Queen of Wands not on your side, because they're going, in this type of investigation, because they're going to suss it out. They're very, very intelligent, the Queen of Wands, very business-minded. They know what they're doing. They are just the integrity and the loyalty. She'll be loyal to the IRS and the law. But yeah, social justice warrior coming back as a Nigerian princess. Take that. I think there's something here about, I honestly think let's ask, is Harry going to be pushed by the palace to disassociate himself from Archewell so there's no contagion with the royal family or his titles? Or will this be the end of Harry's titles, that he's associated with a dodgy charity? Will this be I can't see the palace allowing it to go on. Either no title, either go ahead and do it as a private citizen, fill your boots, or disassociate yourself. Let's see, upright positive, reversals negative. Upright positive, reversals negative. 7 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, 5 of Swords upright, Wheel of Fortune upright, 6 of Pentacles upright, the Tower in reverse again, the Chariot in reverse. No, he's going to be the Fool in reverse. No, he's going to get a spanking. He's definitely going to get a spanking from the palace, and definitely this the 6 of Pentacles is the charity. Here's the 5 of Swords. Here's the dodgy dealings of the charity. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. He's really lucky with this 10 of Swords in reverse and the Tower in reverse. I'm not getting that he's going to get a second chance. I'm getting that he's just really going to be kind of lucky here if he gets away with it. If he gets away with it, I think there's going to be a little bit of well, if anything, he's going to gaslight the palace here. and tell them, I'm sorry, I have no control over this. We hired somebody to do this. I had no idea. I'm from the UK. I don't know how these American charities work, etc., etc. But they're going to see it, that he has been very, very foolish attaching himself to this without knowing what is really, really going on. I think he might win this battle, but he's losing the war. This will definitely be a knockdown on him maintaining his title. But for now, no, they'll give him a pass, but they're watching him. They're watching his foolishness. All right. Well, what did you think of this reading? What do you think of the layout? I really take to heart some of the things you say. So please just remember, I'm also a human being. So when you criticize something I'm doing, like I say, too much, or I do this too much, or I do that too much, can you please put a link to your channel so I can watch and see how to do it properly? Thank you. I really would appreciate that. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.